Hey everybody, in today's video, we're going to be using calculus and derivatives to solve vertical motion problems. First, we need to understand these concepts. To find when the object is on the ground, we have to set the position function equal to 0 and solve for t. And to find when the object is at its max height, we have to essentially find the derivative of the position function, which is the velocity function, and set that equal to 0 and solve for t. Let's do an example. Let the following position function give the position above the ground for a ball thrown into the air from the top of a building. We have to find the initial velocity. Essentially, we have to solve for v of 0. So when t equals 0, find the velocity. Well, we know how to find the velocity function from the position function, we just find the derivative. And if you're not sure how to do that, I recommend checking out my previous videos, which cover how to find derivatives of functions. And we get v of t equals negative 32t plus 48. Now we plug in 0 for t, which is negative 32 times 0, which is 0, plus 48. And we get v of 0 is 48 feet per second. Now at what time does the ball reach its max height? Now let's try to figure out the trajectory of the ball. Let's say if you're throwing it up in the air, it's going to keep going up and then it's going to stop momentarily and then come back down. So the moment that it stops momentarily in the sky is the very highest point of the trajectory, aka its max height. And we can find that time by setting the velocity equal to 0. Because when we set the velocity function equal to 0, we can essentially find the time where the ball is highest in the sky. Now we get v of t equals 0, which equals negative 32t plus 48. Move 32t to the other side, divide both sides by 32, and we get t equals 1.5 seconds. Now, at what time does the ball hit the ground? Well, for this, it's pretty straightforward. We would just set the position function equal to 0 because ground level is 0 feet. So we do s of t equals 0, which equals the position function, and we can divide essentially both the left and the right hand side by negative 16, and we get 0 equals t squared minus 3t minus 10. And we can factor that into 0 equals t minus 5 and t plus 2. If you're not sure how to do that, I also recommend checking out my other video on factoring polynomials. And we get t equals negative 2 or t equals 5 seconds. Well, as you can see, negative 2 is an extraneous value because there's no such thing as negative time. So we know that the only correct answer is 5, and the ball hits the ground at t equals 5 seconds. And you can also double check your work by plugging in 5, and you'll get that when you plug in t equals 5, s of t equals 0. I hope this video helped. Comment down below any other math topics you want me to review. Thank you.